All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third and final segment for my New Year's Eve podcast of 2018. I got a lozenge in my mouth, which is, if you're wondering what that noise is, being that I just talked for over 2 hours straight, and I'm still under the weather, I figured I should probably have a lozenge to try to help out. So the third and final segment, twofold. Number one, we're going to be talking about the future. Very exciting. We're going to be talking about 2019. What can you guys expect games-wise? I got the games release list right here. What can you expect, streams-wise, content-wise from me, and some personal stuff as well that's coming up next year that I want to talk about, all right? So, this is a pretty good lozenge. Anyway, you know what? What the hell? These are damn good lozenges. I'm not getting paid for this. These Halls Breezers are really good because they don't have medicine in them. You know how you get like in regular Halls, you get that menthol shit or Ricola? They don't. So you can have as many of these as you want. If your throat's really worn out, they make your throat feel really good. They won't help you with like a sore throat, but if you have a hoarse throat, these are good. If you're a streamer or a content creator, you need a good lozenge, you can have as many of these as you want, and they're really fucking good. Halls Breezers. Thumbs up. And I don't get paid for that. So Halls, enjoy your free plug. Okay, so, in 2019, folks, there's a lot of fucking games coming out. I mean, holy shit. I think, in regards to, a year where there's a lot of game releases that we're anticipating, 2018 was a good year, but a lot of the games that maybe we were hoping would come out in 2018 got bumped. What I want to do, I want to go through the game release list. This game release list starts in January of 2019. It goes through February, March, April, and has very, very few releases past that. I think there's one or two in May, one in June, and one in August, okay? Typically, what ends up happening is over the course of the year, the first few months are known, and then as you start getting around March, April, all of a sudden, all these new game dates start getting released. Then E3 time, you get a big flood of new game dates that are released and all of that, right? So, all that being said, a lot of the games that we were anticipating recently are coming out in the first few months of 2019, And what I would like to do is go through this list with all of you live here on the stream and let you know what games I'm interested in. Now, some of these games I'm going to explain whether or not I'm definitely playing them or if I'm only considering playing them, okay? Now, another thing. The games I'm telling you that I'm interested in have solid release dates. Let me repeat that. The games we're about to go through on this list have solid release dates. Every time I do a game schedule update like this, people, well, what about this game? What about that game? That's coming out in the spring. What about this game's coming out? Blah, blah, blah. But if it doesn't have a solid release date, I'm not going to waste my time with it. Because the bottom line is, if it doesn't have a solid release date, it's probably not coming out then. So there's no point in even putting it into a schedule if it's not a likely release, okay? But what I would say is this. We're going to do this segment. If you have any suggestions of games that maybe I left out, what I will do is actually open the stream after I talk about these to take a list. I have a pen here. Shit, no I don't. Hold on. It's over here. Okay. I have a pen here. I want to take notes on anything that you guys have heard is coming up that maybe I missed in this list that you're interested in seeing or hearing me play. Oh, by the way, this also includes downtime ideas. All right. So, first of all, let's talk new game releases. Starting off, on the 4th of January, a game that I honestly might have liked to play, but I don't think I'm going to. The name of the game is Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. From what I'm going to understand, there was a series of games only on mobile, okay? Like Game Boy Advance or the original DS, and they were Mario and Luigi, this like co-op games. I guess you could play them where it's the two of them, you control both of them, and you do puzzles and platforming and stuff like that. Now, I never played them, but I actually heard that they were quite good. And I was very interested in them at the time, but I never got into mobile gaming too much. And so I never really played them. So this game apparently is coming out for the 3DS remastered. But originally when I saw this, I was like, oh man, this sounds like it'll be a good game maybe, because now I can do Nintendo content. And Nintendo doesn't claim the videos on YouTube. I can actually open and freely consider playing Nintendo games and not have to worry about taking a dip in income because Nintendo finally wised up. I can't believe it. Every video I put out of Smash Brothers worked nicely. I never got any problems with them, which was amazing, right? Now, here's the thing. It's only on the 3DS. What I really wish they would do is port these portable-only games to the mainstream consoles. The Switch really needs more games. I'm sorry. I know people will argue with me. The Switch needs more quality games. And a great way to do that, to add to its library, would be to add great first-party titles that were only on handhelds and port them to the Switch digitally. But, you know, I don't want to buy this for the 3DS. I have to hook up my 3DS, which is sitting on the floor over here covered in dust. Get it working with the capture device again. And now, see, there's the thing. The last time I did a 3DS playthrough was before I did live streaming like I do now. Can you imagine a whole live stream where I'm on webcam? Let's imagine this is my 3DS, and this is me the whole time. Wow, this is great. Okay, here we go. Here's Mario. It's not going to work. You don't want to see a face cam of me staring at a fucking 3DS. And I don't think it would be entertaining. You know, when I'm playing a console game, at least you can see me on the couch staring at the TV or whatever. I don't think it would work for handhelds. And I'll be very honest with you. I don't think that I want to try to get my capture device working again. I haven't used my 3DS capture device in such a long time that I don't think that getting it working is going to be... I don't even know if it's going to work. And even if it does, it's probably going to be a chore. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's worth it. So even though this game sounds interesting to me, and I never played it, and I heard it's good, I don't think I'm going to, only because I wish Nintendo would actually port their old handheld games to the 3DS. To the Switch. I don't know why they won't. I think that's a huge missed opportunity for them. I would probably play a ton of ported handhelds on the Switch if they allowed it, because the Switch is a handheld. But I don't know. By the way, shout out to CM Fool, who just sent me $6 to become the tip leader for today. Thank you, CM Fool. He says, Happy New Year, DSP. Hope you're feeling well and play the quiet man. Oh my, he got me again. CM Fool got me again. He gets me every time. I never suspect it, and he always gets me with that play the quiet man. He's gotten me every time for like the past 3 weeks. Well, thank you very much, CM Fool, for getting me yet again with that. I fall for it every time. I read it, not expecting that's what it's going to be, and then he gets me. Okay, so continuing on. The first major release of January is actually twofold. On the 15th of January, supposedly we're supposed to have The Walking Dead final season, episode 3. So, after Telltale fell the fuck apart back in, what was it, September? We're supposed to get the next episode of The Walking Dead now in January. Apparently they outsourced. And yes, apparently a lot of the original employees who worked on the game will be working on this game, which is good, because obviously if we bought the season pass, we want those people who we were intending to get our money to still get our money. So I guess we'll see what happens here. But I think I'm gonna play it. I've heard enough good things that, you know, it looks like even though Telltale went under, the right things are being done to get this game finished, both for the consumer and for the employees who are working on it. So I think I am going to be playing that come the 15th, okay? Also, there's a game called Onimusha Warlords. I don't know much about it. I've heard it's a new release on the 15th of January. I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing me play it, because I don't know what the hell Onimusha Warlords is. I've never played an Onimusha game before. So, whatever you guys think, if you guys have any input on Onimusha Warlords, I'd love to hear it. But I don't know if that's a game I'm going to be playing or not, okay? It's a remaster. Setbird says it's actually a remaster. I did not know that. I thought that it was a new original game. Okay. So continuing on, the actual first big release of January is on the 18th. It's called Ace Combat 7. Apparently an air game, flying game where you're flying like a Tomcat Jet or something like that. I don't know if anyone would want to see me play that or not, quite frankly. If I remember years and years and years ago, before I ever live streamed, so that's how long ago we're talking, when I was just doing videos for YouTube, I'm almost positive I played an Ace Combat game, and I didn't do too well. Like, I was raging, and I was getting my ass handed to me. So I don't know if you guys would want to see me play that or not. I believe it's a full retail release, so $60 for a game that, I don't know if people are going to want to see me play is kind of a hard sell. Okay. There's also Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. I don't know what the hell that is. Like, I played the original No More Heroes remaster years ago, and that was the one with the PS Move controls that didn't work properly. They were all fucked up. And then I never played No More Heroes 2. I still have it over there. I think it was for the Wii. So I could play No More Heroes 2 if I ever wanted to. I do still own it. But is it No More Heroes 3? And if it is, do you guys want to see me play it? If that actually is coming out on the 18th of January, I would consider playing it. You know, that's definitely a new release that the first one, when I played it, people were interested in seeing me play. But I don't know if anyone would want to see me play this new one. Some people are saying they're interested, and some people are saying no. See, it's kind of a mix. It takes place after No More Heroes. It's a game in between No More Heroes 1 and 2. Okay. So, that's what I'm considering. Okay. Now, for the big bombshells of January, the only two in the whole month is on January 25th, we got Resident Evil 2's remastered, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, redone, right? The whole game is redone. So, I don't even know what the hell you're supposed to call this game. We're just Resident Evil 2 again, I guess. But from all reports, the game looks absolutely amazing. People who've played the first hour of the game are saying it's like the best remaster ever done in human history. The whole game's redone from ground up, and it plays so much better than the original, and it's so amazing, and people are going to love this game. So, I'm on board for that. You guys know me and survival horror go hand in hand. I love survival horror games. And when I played Resident Evil 2 a few years ago, I loved it. And I couldn't wait to play this remaster, right? So that could be really sweet. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 on January 29th, which everyone knew, you know, that's one of the big ones for the month as well. So in reality, there's not that much. Like I said, Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, I'm probably not playing. Omnimusha Warlords, I don't know if I should do it. Walking Dead Episode 3, I'll definitely do. Ace Combat 7, No More Heroes, And then Resident Evil 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3, yes. But you see, I kind of got the dilemma of, I got to make these choices. What do I and don't I play in the month of January? And I don't know if anyone's going to be interested in a couple of these games. I don't know if they're worth it or not. So it's kind of a really tough decision for me. Okay? I'll have to think about it. I will have to think about what I want to do in regards to that, and if I want to play these games or not, you know. And I need your feedback. I want your feedback on this. So, Ace Combat 7, Onimusha Warlords, No More Heroes. What do you think? Yes or no? So, please give me your feedback on that. Okay, guys? All right. A couple shout-outs here. Actually, there's one shout-out to Amplatory 2, who resuffered the 15-month in a row, says he likes the little stockings in the background. Yes, they're very nice, right? Okay. Now, February, a much busier month for game releases. Get ready for this. We've got, Overkill's The Walking Dead. This was a game that was supposed to come out originally in November. For whatever reason, they delayed all the console versions of the game. From what I'm to understand, the PC version did not get very much widespread praise. So at this point, I actually don't know if you guys would want to see me do Overkill's The Walking Dead again. At this point, some people are saying the game is absolutely... Wow, as I was saying that, Dark Maggot in the stream chat said, no, the game is crap. Akiba Red says, the game is so bad. Really? It's that bad. Alright. That's why I like doing this live. Get the fuck... I'm not doing that then. Okay. On February 8th, God Eater 3... I don't know what the fuck that is. All right, but it seems like it's listed as a major release. What do you guys think? God Eater 3. What on earth is God Eater 3? Anybody know? I don't know. Setbird Skip Eater 3. Get Good says yes to God Eater. Majin Buu says one of the worst games ever made. Oh my god. It's a Monster Hunter clone? Are you serious? I see. So God Eater was a PSP series. A more action-based Monster Hunter clone. Alright. I'm going to put a question mark next to that one. Now that at least I know what it is. So many people give me shit for not playing Monster Hunter World. If this one's more action-based, maybe it'd be interesting. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, okay? On the 15th of February, here's where we go into gaming overload, everyone. Get ready, okay? Crackdown 3, Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, and Far Cry New Dawn, okay? Now, 4 games on one day. There's no way I'm playing all 4 games. Just being very transparent with all of you. What I'm going to have to do is make choices on what I honestly want to play. And if you actually asked me what would be, out of those 4, what's the game I probably want to play the most? I'd probably say Jump Force, so I'm going to put a big check mark next to that one. It's a unique arena-style fighting game with all the different Shonen Jump anime characters fighting. I mean, One Piece versus Dragon Ball versus Death Note versus, what is the newest one? My Hero Academia versus, you see what I mean? Like, it's like some crazy-ass dream matches that you never would have thought of before that are going to happen in this game. And even though it's an arena-style fighter, it's not a serious-style competitive fighter, I still think it could be quite a fun game to play through. I'm sure it's going to have some kind of a story mode, and then to mess around with all these characters in like a competitive mode too could be pretty good. Yu-Gi-Oh's in there. Wow, that's cool. Yu Yu Hakusho is in there. Wow, that's awesome. Okay. Oh, there's no playable Death Note characters in Jump Force? That sucks. He's in there, though. I saw Death Note in the promotional stuff for it. That's cool. So anyway, seems fun, right? Naruto, that's right, Naruto is in it. That could be, so that seems like a game I definitely want to play. Crackdown 3 seems similar to Saints Row. Saints Row's dead. They killed Saints Row, right? In 2017, they effectively killed Saints Row. It's gone. So since Crackdown looks like it's the only thing remaining of that style of game, Crackdown 3, right? So I would say definitely between the 4 games there, I would say Jump Force and Crackdown 3 are the 2 that I want to play. Now, Dead or Alive 6, I'll be very honest with all of you. I played Dead or Alive 4 and 5. Dead or Alive 4 was a game that I played on the Xbox 360, and I really enjoyed playing because at the time it had kind of groundbreaking graphics, 60 frames per second visuals. The combat engine, I don't really like the combat engine of Dead or Alive that much. I played Dead or Alive 1 in arcades back in the day, and really it felt kind of like a bootleg combination of Tekken and Virtua Fighter. So it's kind of rock, paper, scissors with their 3 different attack types. You counter by pressing the counter button, and it has the tag system and all that crap. You know what I mean? I don't really know if I'm going to like Dead or Alive, and quite frankly, a $60 Dead or Alive release for a game that especially with the other games that are going to be coming out in the next month or 2, I don't know if I'm going to be able to dedicate enough time to another fighting game. Jump Force seems like a game I can mess around with. It'll have appeal because of all these different animes clashing together. It'll be a fun kind of, arcadey style, just silly game. While Dead or Alive, I'll probably have to focus in on learning combos and characters, and I don't know if I want to do that because I don't know if I like the game that much. You see what I mean? So, honestly, Dead or Alive 6 is almost feeling like a skip to me. Okay? Far Cry New Dawn, I'm going to be very honest with everyone, looks exactly the same as the last Far Cry from last year. It just looks like it's an expansion pack. What it is, it's a game set years in the future from when the nuke went off at the end of Far Cry 5. You're in the same exact areas, only the nuke destroyed it and turned it kind of into a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Excuse me. So basically, Far Cry 5 only post-apocalyptic, and it's the same game engine, much like how Far Cry reuses its game engine for other games. Like remember Far Cry Primal? It seems like it's kind of the same deal here. Is it worth a full price tag? In my opinion, no. So for me, I would say Far Cry New Dawn is a question mark. Crackdown 3 and Jump Force are both resounding yeses. I want to play those. Dead or Alive 6 is kind of like a, nah, I don't think so. I think I'm going to end up probably skipping Dead or Alive 6. Okay? Then on the 22nd of February, we've got Anthem and Metro Exodus. I loved the first two Metro games. It was Metro and then Metro Last Light, right? I liked them both. So I give a big thumbs up to Metro Exodus. Anthem. And this so sucks to me to say this because I love BioWare. I've loved every game BioWare has put out except for Mass Effect Andromeda for the last 10 years. You know, Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Knights of the Old Republic for the little bit of it that I played, I really liked. But Anthem just looks like it's fucking Destiny in an Iron Man suit. It's fucking Destiny in an Iron Man suit. It's the same game. Cooperatively shoot enemies. Little numbers fly out of them. You grind against these enemies as they drop loot. You collect the loot. There's a cooperative boss you fight. Oh, look, you go back to base and some kind of NPC talks to you. Blah, blah, blah. Here's some story. Blah, blah, blah. Here's another generic mission to go do with the same people. It really does seem like shit. It does. It seems like shit. And I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong. But everything I've seen about this game just seems like Iron Man co-op. I'm not writing it off, but I'll tell you it's a question mark for me because I would have to find a co-op team who wants to play it with me. And even though I'm sure I could probably find one, is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be $60 co-op, or is it going to be another Fallout 76, another Division, another Destiny situation where you'll play it for 2-3 sessions, you're bored as dirt, and you never play it again, right? Or you just play it through the main campaign, which is, 15 hours, and then you're done. You're like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore because it's all grinding garbage. You see what I mean? Like, I don't know if I want to bother with this. So, I say definitely Metro Exodus. I'll be playing that one. But Anthem, I'm on the fence, and I don't know. Then on the 26th of February, there's a game called Left Alive. Now, if I remember correctly, this game was supposed to come out a long time ago. And didn't, but I could be wrong. And I think it's supposed to be like survival horror, but I could be wrong. Like, I tried to look it up, and I found like the most shitty information. I couldn't find like anything good about it. So I don't know if anyone's interested in seeing me play Left Alive or not. It's kind of a question mark for me. If people are interested in it, I would consider doing it. It's the only game at the end of February, but for me, it's just kind of a I don't know. So for February, the major releases that I'm interested in, Crackdown 3, Jump Force, Metro Exodus, okay? The maybes would be God Eater 3, Far Cry New Dawn, and Anthem. And then a definite no is probably Dead or Alive 6, with Left Alive being kind of a weird, ambiguous, game that I don't know if I would play or not, okay? Okay, in March 1st, Toe Jam and Earl. That's right, Toe Jam and fucking Earl, who were a Sega Genesis game. Actually, originally they were Sega Master System, and then they had Sega Genesis games, and haven't been around since then, are getting a new game. Now, I never played them, but everyone back in the day praised Toe Jam and Earl. Everyone kissed this game's ass and claimed that it were amazing. So, I would definitely consider playing it. Toe Jam and Earl, that's on the 1st of March. Then on the 8th of March, Devil May Cry 5. Yes, 2 thumbs up. I'm playing Devil May Cry 5. I like the Devil May Cry franchise, even though I do think that reboot they did years ago was a misstep. I actually like the gameplay of the reboot, but I hated the story. So yes, I'm going to be doing Devil May Cry 5. On the 15th of March, we've got The Division 2 and One Piece World Seeker. The Division 2 is another big question mark. I don't know if I'll be playing it. I didn't play The Division 1. I don't think I missed a damn thing. Most people told me you literally didn't miss anything. If you wanted to do a fun co-op game with your friends, It's great. Outside of that, it's nothing new or original. It's pretty much just a repetitive grinding experience like Destiny. So more than likely, I'm going to be skipping the Division 2. Okay, I'll actually put an X next to it. One Piece World Seeker seems pretty interesting. I haven't played a One Piece game in a million years. Supposedly, it's supposed to be like a game with a lot of combat, but also a lot of exploration. It just seems like an original concept for an anime-style game like this. So, I think I may play One Piece World Seeker. Okay? So that's, I'll put a question mark, but I'm actually strongly considering it. Then, on March 22nd, Sekiro. Of course I'm playing Sekiro, the new franchise from Software. Everyone's going to be playing it and talking about it. I'm going to be doing it. And then, actually, it's the day before, on the 21st, there's supposed to be some kind of a unique horror game called The Sinking City. It's supposed to be this gothic noir game about, I guess, a city that's being sucked into darkness, and it has, like, Lovecraftian tones to it, like tentacle monsters or something. I don't know. I don't know what the hell this is. But it seems interesting, and if there's not a lot else going on that month, it might be one that I consider. So I'm going to put a question mark next to it. But Sekiro is definitely a yes, a thumbs up, okay? Then in April, the only games so far that are 100% confirmed for April is April 23rd is Mortal Kombat 11, and April 26th is Days Gone, if it doesn't get delayed again, because that game has gotten delayed like so much at this point. We don't know if it's actually coming out. So I would say definitely yes to both of those. In May 14th is Rage 2. Yes, I am going to be playing that. May 21st, Team Sonic Racing. I don't know if I'll be playing that or not. I want to learn more about it. I didn't play the last Sonic Racing game, so it's a question mark. June 21st, Crash Team Racing Refueled. Yes, Crash Team Racing was a game that got massive critical acclaim. And still to this day is like a cult hit that everyone talks about. People played back in the day on PlayStation 1, and I never played it. So they've remade the game, not only with modernized graphics such like the Crash Reboot trilogy that they just did, but also with online gameplay mechanics, which is amazing. I'd like to play like Mario Kart with Crash characters, right? Could be really sweet. So, Crash Team Racing Refueled, I'm going to be playing that, absolutely. And then in August, the only game so far for August, Shenmue 3, okay? So, to go through the list one more time, in January, we got The Walking Dead Episode 3, and Resident Evil 2, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Maybes for January would be Omnimusha Warlords, Ace Combat 7, and No More Heroes. In February, the definites are Crackdown 3, Jump Force, and Metro Exodus. The maybes are God Eater 3, Far Cry New Dawn, Anthem, and Left Alive. In March, the definite yeses, Toe Jam and Earl, Devil May Cry 5, One Piece World Seeker, and Sekiro. The maybes would be, let's see here. The Sinking City is probably a maybe. Okay. And then in April, Mortal Kombat 11 and Days Gone. In May, Rage 2 and Sonic Team Racing is a maybe. June, Crash Team Racing Refueled is a yes. And then in August, Shenmue 3 is a yes. So that's what we've got so far. All right. Now, since I'm live on a stream and I can do this, I couldn't used to be able to do this, but now I can. Does anyone know of any games, significant games in 2019 that I have not mentioned yet? Okay? Or do you have any suggestions? Because as you can see what I just read out, there will definitely be downtime to be doing other kinds of stuff in between. Do you guys have any recommendations of games that I could play as filler style content in between the new releases? Okay? Fire Emblem, Luigi's Mansion 3, and Pokemon All Out on Switch next year. I'll write those down, although I know they don't have release dates. Okay. Cyberpunk, yeah, but is that even guaranteed for next year? I don't think it is, right? Master Xenon says, do Earthbound for downtime. I've already played Earthbound. I played it years ago. Max Payne 2. I'll write that down. Since I played Max Payne 1, I guess Max Payne 2 could be a consideration for downtime. Code Vein, right, but it doesn't have a release date. Remember, Code Vein was supposed to come out in September, and apparently people have been playing it at, like, trade shows and anime conventions and stuff and didn't like it. So they said they're going back to the drawing board, and now we have no idea when Code Vein's coming out. I got a suggestion of a Renegade Mass Effect 2 run. Maybe, but I wouldn't do it on hard difficulty like they suggested. Path of Exile, I have no idea what that is. Medieval, I heard they're remastering. So if Medieval Remastered comes out, I would do that. Danganronpa V3, I'm holding off. Reason being, I need to play Phoenix Wright. So I'm going to put that on the list. I owe a playthrough of Phoenix Wright, but everyone asked me to wait until the remastered version collection comes out. So when that comes out, I'll be doing it. So I'll put that on there. And then once Phoenix Wright's out of the way, then maybe I would consider Danganronpa. Biomutant. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Biomutant. Apparently Biomutant is supposed to be a game coming out in the summer. That's going to be really good. So I'll look into that. Spider-Man 2. I'll write that down. I don't think that's available digitally, though, so probably a no-go. Yeah, I heard The Outer Worlds. I'll write that down, too. That's supposed to be a game from the makers of New Vegas. But again, no release date. Okay. Let me do some quick shout-outs here. So Hobo X resub for the 6th month in a row and says, are you going to watch a YouTube video or something to catch up on the Kingdom Hearts story? I have no idea. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Honestly, I don't give a shit. I'm being serious. I don't give a shit. Kingdom Hearts 3 took too long to fucking come out. Too many spin-offs. I don't care. So I might just play it and just fucking play it at face value. Or I may look for a recap. I just don't care. I really don't. I'm not invested in the story at all because of the way that they release these games. I don't give a fuck. But I like playing Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 with no fucking clue what was going on. So I'll probably still like Kingdom Hearts 3 even if I don't understand the plot. I don't really care about it. Deadly Target says, God of War DLC is coming out the 35th of December 2020, of course. And then he said, wipe Far Cry off your list. Yeah, it's not on my list. It's a maybe. Ripley Atomic says, New Dawn looks like Rage 2. I guess he's talking about Far Cry New Dawn. Ace H cheers. How about you do a Renegade Mass Effect 2 run on Insanity difficulty? If I did it, I would not do it on Insanity difficulty. I would do a Renegade run, but I haven't played the game more than once, so I'd only do it on regular. CFL to me another $, says play The Quiet Man, of course. Bulletproof cheers to The Outer Worlds, the game from the devs of New Vegas. I got that on the list. And, wow, and I Like Hay insulted the barber who cut my hair, even though my hair is great. So, I Like Hay can now get banned, because he's a complete fucking asshole. Probably already banned, but I'll check anyway. Oh, it didn't work. Ban. Already banned. Okay, good. By the way, I hit my microphone here by accident. There we go. Whacked the... What do they call that? The spit guard or whatever? Let's see. I am not saying that name. Thank you for the sub, but whoever... I can't say that name on Twitch. What the fuck? I can't say it. But thank you for the sub. Assassin's Creed 1. I'll write that down too. AC1 as a possibility. Okay. Yeah, Rage 2 is already on the list. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I'm planning game releases so far for 2019. Of course, what I'm going to be doing is balancing that with fun stuff. For example, Minecraft has seemed to be a very successful project recently. Going back to the game and doing chill streams with you guys with interactivity where you help me to figure out what I should be doing in the game has helped tremendously. So I'm probably going to open up the Minecraft streams at least 1 to 2 times a week and keep doing them since people really seem to like it. All right. So please, stay tuned for those. They're going to still be coming. More Minecraft stuff coming. Eventually, what I'd like to do with the Minecraft is once I get so far in my own server world, is that I'd like to explore other people's worlds. Because I know you could jump into other worlds, co-op. There's big potential for Minecraft, okay? So we're going to keep that going. Shenmue 2, yes. In fact, I should write that down. I am eventually going to play Shenmue 2. Don't worry. It is definitely on my list. I'm going to put that down right now. And I want to play Shenmue 2 before Shenmue 1. Or excuse me, before Shenmue 3, which comes out in August. And being that there seems to be a lot of potential for downtime, I probably will end up doing it around, maybe, I'm thinking maybe February 8th or February, March, maybe May at the latest. But I'm definitely going to do Shenmue 2. That's a good suggestion. Okay. So there you go. That's what I'm planning to do. With that. Other downtime stuff, for example, I'm going to continue doing things like Black Ops 4 Blackout. Hopefully they will eventually add new maps and the like, and I'll be able to check those out, I hope, because I do like that. Right now, Smash multiplayer has been going well. Like, people are attending and liking when I play Smash multiplayer. So I would definitely consider to keep playing it. Keep in mind there's a new character coming out, Piranha Plant, and other stuff that's going to be coming out for the game, like Joker as a DLC character. So yeah, I would consider continuing to play Smash multiplayer as well as something as an ongoing thing. All right. Ace Ages cheers. In terms of sub goals for next year, how about an Insanity Challenge where people will vote on games you have to try and beat on the hardest difficulty? That could be interesting. That could definitely be something different, right? Definitely something different. Darby the Corn wants to shout out to Cookie since his last day on stream. Thank you, Cookie, for joining me in the month of December. You've been a very good dog. And we'll probably see you next year for the holidays, right? But now the holidays are over. Excuse me. Now, outside of everything I just mentioned to everybody, okay? In 2019, a few things. Number one, I want to try to institute more streams that aren't just about ongoing AAA game playthroughs. What I mean by that is, even though, yes, I like to play these new releases, I need to find a way to constantly be putting out entertaining streams for you guys that are not dependent only on new releases. I think we made a lot of headway with that in 2018. Again, with chill streams, right? Come join a chill JRPG stream that's not necessarily the hypest game, but people like to see me play JRPG, so they'll come hang out with me. Come watch me play Minecraft. Come watch me play Battle Royale. Are there other genres of game that aren't the same? So don't say, oh, Stardew Valley. That's the same as Minecraft, okay? Are there other genres of game or, excuse me, other kinds of more chill activities, chill things we could do on stream together that would be entertaining and filler time between new releases? Because that's the kind of stuff I would like to find, okay? And it's not going to be Street Fighter V because that game's a piece of shit, but maybe an ongoing Smash stream, right? Where I do maybe once a week I play Smash Brothers multiplayer or something. Something that can keep us more interested in stuff that's not just the new release ongoing content. Because I need more filler stuff. I need more content to fill the streams that's not reliant on is a new release coming out this week, okay? If anything, I would like the opposite. I would like it to be that we have a bunch of staple stuff to do that we enjoy doing. And then if there's a new release this week, great. The staple stuff goes on hold for a while we do all the fun staple stuff. And then, when we do all the fun new release stuff, then we go back to the staple stuff afterward. You see what I mean? So we get so busy with new releases, I can't play Minecraft, or I can't do some Smash, or I can't do Battle Royale. No skin off anyone's back. They'll come back later. See what I mean? But I want it to be that we have fun stuff we like to do on streams all the time, rather than, oh, it's just new releases, and then Phil crams shit in left and right willy-nilly. I want it to be the opposite of that. And I've actually done a little bit of research and found out that a lot of streamers who are successful have that staple stuff they go to that people will consistently tune in to watch them play. Oh yeah, and then when the hot new release comes out, they'll play it. You see what I mean? So I'm trying to go along with what other successful people do. I'm listening to your feedback. This is the kind of feedback I'm getting. Okay? Let's see here. The Pone Cake. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a few things. Since Asa gave me that idea for the goal next year, I'll say Insanity goal. The Insanity Run goal. I'm putting that down on the list here, okay? The Pone Cake cheers said, what about Final Fantasy XIV? I'll be honest with you guys. Unless there really is a big demand for an MMO, I don't think I'm interested in an MMO. I played the originals back in the day, like EverQuest and World of Warcraft. I played kind of ones from the 2000s, like City of Heroes and Villains. I tried playing World of Warcraft a couple years ago. It didn't work out. I don't think I would want to do an MMO unless someone could consider me or convince me otherwise and say, no, Phil, you're really missing out and this could be a fun streaming experience. I'd be willing to listen. But playing an MMO just for the sake of playing an MMO, I don't think I would want to do that. Okay. Dudley Target says, what about Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic? It's now on Xbox One. Yes. And in fact, I'll write that down. On Xbox One. However, that's kind of an RPG. That's something that would be, it would have to be kind of filler or balanced with something else. I couldn't do that as the main deal because I don't think it would hold as much attention as, say, another kind of style of game. So, Murdoch just took me $20. Wow, thank you very much, Murdoch. He says, we just hit midnight here in Germany. I wish you, Kat, and all your viewers a happy 2019. Keep on being awesome. Thank you very much, Murdoch. You are the top tipper of the day. So thank you very much for that. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. I mentioned it very early on today's stream. The best way to help me out would be tipping. I don't know how many of you maybe weren't here early on in the stream because I really do need your support right now with bills and everything going on. I already explained that in my last segment. I don't even know how I'm going to pay my bills in January. I'm being very honest with you. I'm kind of relying on people kind of helping me in the next week or two with tips. So thank you, Murdoch, very much for that generous tip. Go straight to bills this week, okay? Ruby Atomic says, how about a fun paper RPG or mystery stream? People do them on Switch. They are great for teamwork. I don't know what that means. Paper RPG mystery stream? What the hell is that? Your mate crate, I understand. You've said what Path of Exile is 20 times. You said it's like Diablo. That means I'm not playing it. Those are games that are very fun to play, not fun to watch. What the hell is NF? Oh, Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005. Says Shermones a lot. RuneScape? No, I don't think I'm ever playing RuneScape. Okay. Alright, guys. You gave me some good suggestions. Alright. Thank you for those suggestions. Let's see how these go. I'll try to pair these suggestions in with the new releases. Now, a couple of very quick things, guys, because I think we will have time to do a Q&A here right now. But what I want to do is tell you a little bit about personal stuff going on in 2019. I've only alluded to some of this previously. And I do want to talk about this publicly because there is some stuff going on in my life right now personally that I have really not mentioned a lot that I do need to bring up now, okay? And please understand this is very personal to me. This is very private, but it's something that I want to bring up because it's a serious matter, all right? In 2019, at some point, whether sooner or later, I'm going to end up having to go back to Connecticut. I talked to my parents about this, and they told me that I could 100% talk to you guys about it and reveal anything I wanted and be honest with you. I told them I was doing this podcast today, and they said, yes, please go ahead and tell them whatever you want. My parents aren't doing so well, all right? They're getting old, and my mom has had a lot of health issues over the years already. The last few years, you guys noticed I haven't really talked about my dad that much. It's because he's not doing very well. My dad is getting a lot of health issues, both his back, which he basically has, remember my back issue, my herniated disc? Well, he has at least 2, if not 3, in the same situation that I had. So he's really fucked up right now and can barely move around. He's been like this for about 2 years now. And now he's starting to have other health problems. He's starting to have heart problems, okay? So it's a bad situation. It's really bad. And the thing is, my parents are basically telling me, listen, we don't know what's going to happen. We could be around for many more years, or one of us could see a really bad turn for the worse. And that's it, okay? You may have wondered where my parents been, because if you remember when I first moved out here in 2014, they immediately visited me for Christmas of 2014, and then they visited me again in the summer of 2016, remember? And you might be saying, well, what the hell now? It's been like 2.5 years. We've heard nothing about Phil's parents. Well, the bottom line is they're not doing very well at all, okay? And immediately you get a dickhead like ITG Jake I'm going to read it because I've had enough and he's permanently banned now. Do you want us to give you money to see your parents? Fuck you, Jake. How about that? Fuck you. No, because you don't wait 5 seconds to let me finish what I'm saying. Now, not only are you permanently banned, but now we all get to laugh at you publicly for being an insensitive piece of fucking shit when I'm bearing my heart to the fucking stream. Go fuck yourself. No, I'm not asking anyone for money to go to Connecticut to see my parents. In fact, it's the actual complete polar opposite situation, okay? My parents have basically told me that since, you know, this is a circumstance where they absolutely, not only obviously do they want to spend time with me, they want to meet Kat. You know, Kat has lived with me for almost a year, and I'll be very honest with all of you, I would love to marry her someday. I have no idea if that's in the cards with everything, the way things have been going financially and everything, but obviously I've told my parents this, and they're like, we want to meet her. Like, this is amazing. We want to meet her and spend time with her. Kat is a cat lover. My parents own 3 cats who she would like to meet, obviously. And basically, you know, it's a situation where even though this is no way, okay, is this the best time for this to happen, for me to take time away from work and streaming? It's basically at this point a necessity, a make or break. If I don't go to visit my parents sometime in 2019, I may never see them again. You see what I mean? And it may be one or both. I don't know. They don't know. You know, they're basically telling me we have health issues and we want to see you and we want to meet Kat and we want to spend time with you. You know, and it's not going to be a long time. I already told my parents, I said, you know, if this happens, you know, it can't be a long time. I can't be away from work that long. I have to keep making money. And they said, we understand that. Even if it's just a few days, that would be great so we can meet Kat. And then they even said, you know, this would be good for you. Take Kat around Connecticut for a day or two and show her your old haunts. Take her to the zoo, show her the old places you used to like to go shopping and that kind of stuff. So she can see where I came from, which would be really awesome. But also she'd get to meet my parents and spend time with the cats and just have some family time because we don't know, honestly, if we'll ever get to have it. You know, my parents felt this so bad they can't even come out here to see me, which sucks. And it really is sad because I thought years ago when they visited me, it might have been one of the last times. But then their health got even worse after that. And I'm just like, you know, with everything else going around, everything else happening, with all the stress and everything going on, this is something that has to happen. You know, and it was funny because I was actually talking to my mom about this on the phone. I said, you know, it would really suck if we come out there, we visit you guys, and we come back home, and immediately the next thing I have to do is, like, sell the house. But if that has to be, I guess it has to be. You know what I mean? So just for pure transparency here, I and Kat will be paying none of this trip if and when it happens. We're hoping it will happen. I already talked to my parents. They said, we're going to take care of it. We understand your financial situation. We couldn't ask for you to pay for any of this stuff, and we will, you know, whether it's you need a hotel room, I don't know if we'll be staying with them, I don't know how the house accommodations are with all of them or whatever, or if we're gonna be able to borrow their car, or they're gonna get a rental car. I don't know, we haven't worked any of this shit out yet. This is, you know, we just started talking about it last month, and now it looks like probably sometime in January we'll start talking more specifics of a time frame and all of that. We're actually looking at possible time frames the spring. I'll just say that the spring, because it looks like there's some dead times for game releases in the spring, and if it's in the spring, Kat would have time to take time off ahead of time to do it as well, which would be good, rather than her getting in trouble at her job for trying to take time off and stuff like that. So basically, yeah, what we're looking at is probably a few days to a week that sometime in 2019, we're going to be probably going back to Connecticut for just to spend some time with my parents, so Kat can get to know my parents, to show Kat Connecticut or whatever. And that'll honestly, for me, kind of be some closure, because when my parents left here in mid-2016, I was in a very different living situation. It was a very different situation then, and since then, obviously, so much has changed, and I really, really want them to meet Kat and spend time with Kat, because she's been such an amazing person to me in my life, and I think that they deserve to meet someone who I want to spend the rest of my life with. And it's just something so serious that, yeah, it has to happen this year at the latest, because my parents are saying we're at the point where maybe this would be the last chance because we don't know what's going to happen. So without revealing too many other details, that's kind of the deal. And obviously, I would give you guys more details as we got closer to if and when this is going to happen in 2019, but more than likely it's going to. But to clarify once again for the assholes who will try to make shit up, they'll try to tell you that if you give me funds, it's to go on this trip to Connecticut. False. This is 100% my parents said they're taking care of it. Plane tickets, transportation, accommodations, whatever needs to happen so that we can spend time with them. They're going to take care of it, and that's going to be sometime in 2019. Okay, everybody? Fair enough? All right. All right. So, that's really all I've got. What I'd like to do is a couple of quick shout outs, and then we're going to do some Q&A for those on the stream, and that's it for the podcast, okay? So, let's see here. A few people cheered. Pone Cake cheered. He said Discord has a game called Last Year the Nightmare. Never heard of it. Take a glow. How do you play a game on Discord? I thought Discord was a chat client. Take a glow cheers at Ace Combat 7. I'm considering it. It's on my list. Ace A cheers. I don't know if it's feasible, but is it possible for your parents to come live with you? No, see, that's the thing. It's not. Number one, my dad, sadly, even though my dad's in bad health, he's in a situation where he still has to work like 2 or 3 years to qualify for the full unemployment. Oh my God. The full retirement benefits that he's supposed to qualify for. So he can't leave his job, and they couldn't. They even said, we doubt we'd be able to make a trip across the country. Like, they want to visit. They've wanted to visit for the past 2 years. They said we probably, last year with everything that happened with my breakup, with my ex and all of that, they wanted to come out here and help, but my dad was in poor health and they couldn't do it. So there's no way they could make the trip out here. DSP Sauce Walker tipped me $1 and says, have you heard about the Twitch user that got banned for twerking? No, and I have no thoughts about that. I don't know why the hell you're bringing that up at a time like this. What a stupid thing. Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's get to Q&A. Let's do some Q&A. I have some time. I have about 20, 30 minutes before we end this stream, and then I'll upload these parts to my vlogging channel for people to watch on YouTube, and then tonight I'll have my second stream as planned, okay? So Suga Surprise says, how old are my parents? Early 60s. So that's why my dad's not quite at retirement age yet. He's right about there, but not yet. Battle Duck tipped me $1, says, I think you could do a very short one-time special, old school, over-the-shoulder playthrough during the trip. I'm going to be very honest with you. When we go there, it's not going to be about thinking about YouTube and work. It's going to be about spending time with my parents, spending time with Kat, being able to show Kat my old stuff, probably if I go to the condo, show her the old condo, show her around Connecticut. It's not going to be about time to record for fucking YouTube or Twitch. Just being honest. That's going to be the last possible time that I want that to be about that. All my other days are here. If I'm going to see my parents in 2019, I got to make that separation, okay? I'm not saying I won't take a few pictures or whatever, but you got to make that separation. Lee Rayner says, you mentioned before you don't think you'd ever want to have kids. Do you have siblings, and do your parents have thoughts about that? I have no siblings. I have a cousin who grew up with me as a sister, kind of, 5 years older than me, who I have no idea how she's doing. Last I heard, she was doing terribly, in terrible health, had all kinds of personal problems over her life, so I don't know much about her anymore. I told my parents that probably we're not going to have kids, and they're okay with that, I think they realize that boat has kind of sailed. If I was going to have kids, I probably wouldn't have kept doing YouTube as a job. And I would have went for more stable employment and, not really thinking about it. So I think they're okay with that. So. No Hobo X. Oh my God. He goes, you can stream Mario Party with Kat and your parents for fun. Oh. No, not a good idea. The whole point of the trip would be to spend significant, meaningful time with my parents and to show Kat Connecticut, not to be playing video games. Oh my goodness. My parents are the opposite. The only video games my parents have ever been involved in, my dad used to play the Atari 7800 with me, and that was it. As soon as I started playing the NES, my dad never touched another video game in his life. My mom's never touched a video game. Not going to happen. Have I seen Bandersnatch on Netflix? No, I have not. Eventually I might, but I have not. There isn't anything to show in Connecticut. Well, what I would want to show Kat is obviously number one, my parents' house, my old neighborhood that I used to live in, my old condo that I used to live in, and then I want to show her restaurants. Like, there's a few restaurants. Oh my god, I've got to take her to Vinny's Pizza. You know, I've got to take her to one or two other restaurants that I know she's going to love. The Italian food that you cannot get here in Washington State. I want her to experience that with me and have that memory of, oh my god, this is where Phil came from. And now you have to, you know, plus, you know, just to show her my old mall, even though I'm sure the mall probably looks nothing like what it used to be. This is where I used to work. You know, this is where that'll be a fun thing to do. Okay. It will, and oh my god, the zoo. I gotta take her to Bearsley Zoo. That's the zoo I grew up with. I've been there so many times in my life. One of the first vlogs I ever did, I went to my friend Ryan Lee to Bearsley Zoo. I would love to take her to Bearsley Zoo. So stuff like that. Excuse me, middle class liberal softy just reset for the 8th month in a row. Says good to see you up and about. How are you feeling? I'm feeling better. I'm definitely not like devastatedly sick anymore. Although today, as you know, you can hear in my voice, I still got gunk. I was choking on the stream, but I'm a lot better. And I am getting better. Every day I'm getting better and better, which is a great thing. So. Oh, crap. I think I just deleted an email completely by accident. Hold on. I did. Unread. I may put it back to unread. Unread. Did it work? Shit. Because someone sent me an idea for chill streams, and I accidentally deleted the email like an idiot. Can I move it? Oh, here we go. Move message. There we go. Okay, never mind. I fixed it. Okay, good. I'll read that later. Thank you guys, everyone who sends me suggestions and stuff. I appreciate it. Hank Hill Propane God reset for the 11th month in a row. He says, when will we be getting a DSP ayaya emote? What in the fuck is a DSP ayaya emote? Ayaya? I don't know what the hell that is. Master Saru says, will I still play Deltarune? Yes, I am 100% playing Deltarune. More than likely sometime next week now, since everything got so delayed. It's going to probably be one of my main streams next week, 4 hours to get it done, because I heard it's about 4 hours long. What in the hell is ayaya? Never heard of it. Rubly Atomic Charity says, you should see a priest about your unusually bad misfortune to see if you can get that sorted out. I know, like, it sucks because, like, it's like my life has been a series of highs and lows. Something really amazingly positive happens, so let's counter that with a bunch of shit. So, wow. You know, terrible thing happens in 2017. My income gets screwed up, plus, you know, the breakup with my ex and all that fucked up shit. Then I meet Kat and things are going well. And then, you know, taxes. Oh my God, state taxes that I didn't know I owed. Then I get over that hill and then Kat moves in with me. Oh, trolls fuck over my YouTube channel and completely destroy my opportunities at sponsorship. And now I'm in terrible financial position. I can't refinance. And then it's like, oh, well, maybe I'll have some positivity because Emerald 7 came in and gifted a bunch of subs and is helping me out. But then, oh, by the way, now you don't have enough money to pay your bills in January. It's like what the fuck? Now it's like, oh, maybe I could get through this situation in 2019. Oh, now your parents are in ill health. You got to visit them. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I've never maintained a high or a low. It's just like all over the fucking place. But you know what? The one thing that does need to be said, thank God I get the highs. You know what I mean? Thank God I get the positives. If it was just negative, that would be horrible. At least I get the positives to balance with the negatives. So... Ladder Sliders, are you going to do a media day? I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. What do you think of... What? Sir Monzel is asking me soccer questions. I'm pretty sure... that is not going to be a question that I'm going to be able to answer very sufficiently, okay? What Okay. At least my secret UFC career is going fine, says Battle Duck, of course. Why do you think my face is so lovely? Because I get pounded in the face all the time by those UFC fighters constantly punching me. Davey Hold Me Closer says they would like to see me play Earthbound again. I don't know if I would play Earthbound again. I've heard there's other Earthbound games I never played that are available now. Maybe I would play one of those. I don't think I would play Earthbound 1 again. I'm never going back to Tekken 7, so that's a dead cause right there. If you're trying to campaign to get me to go back to Tekken 7, that ain't gonna happen. So, Purio Niku says maybe a Mario game for downtime: Mario 64, Paper Mario, or Super Mario RPG. I'm gonna write those down. That's a great suggestion. More than likely, it will be Mario 64 or Super Mario RPG. Because I like both of those games. Even though Mario 64 can really be a chore, it's still fun to play and fun to watch. And Mario RPG, I love. I played that game like 3 or 4 times. I never owned it. I would rent it and replay it from start to finish in like a weekend, and I did it like 3 times. What car do my parents drive? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea what they even have anymore. I think the last time they had, I saw they had a Hyundai, but that was a million years ago. So. Does my dad have a goatee? No. He at one point, he had a full mustache. Then he started shaving the mustache, but I don't think he ever grew out a full beard like me. Ladder Slider says, how about an IRL stream? I've done an IRL stream before when stuff wasn't working around here, my internet, and I used like my satellite internet to do an IRL stream on my phone, but I'm not an IRL streamer. I'm a game streamer who hangs out with you guys. I'm not going to start doing IRL streaming all over my house, and then someone sees something in my house and a crazy conspiracy about how Phil got that and yada, yada, yada. I'm just not doing that shit. I'm not playing that game, okay? Dude Frozen cheering and says, I was just watching fireworks. Happy New Year. Wondering if you're still a fan of fireworks. I'm finding myself more worried when fireworks are near me when enjoying it, and I used to love them as a kid. Oh, I like fireworks. I just don't like the loud fucking explosions that go with them. They're very pretty, but I don't like things rocking everything. I'm sure probably we'll hear a few fireworks here tonight. Typically, we get a lot of them around the 4th of July. People setting them off in their fucking backyards and shit, which is hilarious because this is not the place in the country you'd want to do that because we got a lot of big evergreen trees that could easily light on fire. So you dumb people setting their houses on fire and shit. But in general, fireworks are nice, but I'm not crazy for them. Like, I had friends who used to like buy them and set them off in the street every year, but I'm not like that. Ruby Atomic said, cheers. Do you have a good feeling about 2019 personally? You know what? I really don't know. What I would like to say is I would like to be positive and feel that I'm going to get through the financial problems I have. Emerald 7, no lie, was a really good start to that. He took a big chunk out of what I'm going to end up owing the government, which is great. At the same time, I've still got a ways to go, and I got to get through just the next 2 weeks, which I don't, I don't have enough money to get through. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might end up in debt for 2-3 weeks till I get paid. I might end up in debt until Emerald 7's gifted subs hit in February. And then be able to pay some of that off, which means less money to go to the taxes. You see what I mean? It's all a snowballing thing. And I'm nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm really fucking nervous about it. So that being said, I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to feel that if I stay positive and I keep putting out good streams for you guys, good things will happen. Good things have happened. People have come and helped me out anonymously. People like Emerald 7 or whatever, have done good things. And that's a good thing that I hope that we can continue that. I want to stay here. I want to keep this beautiful life I have with Kat in this house. I want to be able to put out great streams for you every single day that I can. I want to hopefully have no hitches, go be able to see my parents and spend time with them, have them meet Kat, someone who I want to eventually marry and stuff. I want 2019 to be a great year. But I'm a realist, and I'm not a pessimist, but I'm a realist at this point, and I know that there is a group of disgusting fucking people who do absolutely everything that they try to do to fuck me over and ruin my life. And they will find every possible way to do it. and I don't know how to shake them anymore. It used to be, okay, so Phil is a scumbag because he does these terrible things. I stopped doing the things that people were telling me were bad. The only thing that people criticize me for now is that I e-bag, which every fucking streamer, every YouTuber who's not a million subs and a million views, all have plugs and all do exactly what I fucking do. It's just that I'm treated unfairly, and well, everyone else can do it, but I'm not allowed to do what everyone else does, apparently. So outside of that, I don't know what else I could possibly do. Like, I'm doing my best to try to be a better person, to improve. And then these people still are trying to ruin my life. It's obvious that's not what it was about to begin with, you know? It wasn't. The guy who wasted 2 weeks of my fucking time pretending to be a fan who was going to help contribute, and they wanted pictures of my figurines, my statues and stuff in the Nook, and said that they would want to buy a statue, and then sends me a fake PayPal invoice pretending to fucking send me money and saying that they were going to help. That person is not a normal person. This is not working in their fucking head. They're nuts. And they think that's funny. They think that that's like use of their time. That's positive. It's not. It's disgusting. And I know that no matter how much I work to be positive in 2019, there's still going to be people who will try to fuck me at every turn. And I need to overcome that. I need to be as positive as I can with everything that I do. And I need to really focus in on that. Because if I don't and I lose sight of the positives and I lose sight, I could easily get caught up with all the negative shit that I know is probably going to happen. 2019 will not be a perfect year. It'll be a good year, but it's not going to be a perfect year. You know what I mean? And I need to understand that and not let these negative assholes dominate my streams and dominate my life and take over my mentality in my head and fuck me, you know? Let's see here. Dirk 2 just did 100-bit cheers. So wishing you a happy new year. Phil, thank you. Dirk. Gas-powered stick insulted me because he's a complete asshole. Very nice asshole. I got an anonymous dollar tip. They said, I know you finished Persona 5 this year. I want to hear your full thoughts about it since you put it in your honorable mentions last year. It's an amazingly good game. One of the best JRPGs I've ever played. It's a great example of how they listened directly to feedback of people over the years and improved their franchise for the better. In fact, it's funny because Kat right now is playing Persona 4 on a PS Vita. She's been using my PS Vita and she's playing Persona 4 Golden because she really liked Persona 5. She wanted to play Persona 4 from the start. And I told her, get Persona 4 Golden. Everyone told me it's a better version. And she's playing it and she likes it, but she's like, man, it's kind of hard. And it's a lot of outdated stuff, grinding and archaic stuff. I'm like, yeah, do you see how much of an improvement they made? Persona 4 to 5? Like, they made dramatic improvements of the game from 4 to 5. So, one of the best improved JRPGs of all time. Here's my opinion. Ornite says, who do you take after more, your mom or dad? Which one of them do you resemble? Neither. If you see both of them, I don't look like either of them, but I have features of both. I would say my certain facial structures and like things are from my mom's side, but I also have traits of my dad. So, Android Cheerdy says, let's see. You just get cat a cat. That is not a consideration anytime soon until we get past other hurdles. So, Coral Guy resub for the 22nd month in a row. He says, Metro Exodus release date was moved up to the 15th, the same day as Crackdown. Oh, really? Really? Well, if that's the case, that's a lot of games all on one day. That's ridiculous. He says, Happy New Year. Best wishes for better health for your family. Thank you very much. Scatman cheered. He says, I really appreciate your overall positivity over the past year. You and your content has really matured. Wish all that the negative people would see that and move on. Hope your 2019 continues to be a positive trend for you. Thank you very much, Scatman. And Wilts 121 cheered. He said, would you ever go back to the Neo DLC? No, I would not. I have no interest in going back to the Neo DLC. I liked the game when it was new, but unlike Dark Souls, which is a franchise that I like to go back to again and again, I didn't really feel that with Neo. I really felt that I did really well my first playthrough of Neo, especially with the timing of counterattacks and getting good with the engine. I don't think I would want to go back and replay it, just being honest. So, okay. Any other questions? Anyone else have questions? If things are dying down, then we'll call it quits. But if there's any more questions or whatever, I'm willing to answer them as we are now approaching the end of the stream. Okay. Did I ever play Dragon's Lair? Yeah, the arcade game. Hell yeah. Those old school FMV games. The Dragon's Lair, and there was another one too. Some kind of spaceship. Some kind of guy. I forget what it was called. They were both Don Bluth animation. And I played both of them in arcades back in the day. Alright, so just so everyone knows, I'm going to say this right now. I just got an email from someone saying, I want to donate money to help you. How can I help you? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not taking any behind-the-scenes contributions whatsoever. I'm making this 100% upfront clear right now. I do not accept anything behind the scenes. You cannot send me a check. Anything you want to contribute must be publicly done. Whether it's you pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. All right. Whether it's tipping me on a stream, whether it's, you cheer or sub on a stream, it has to be done through a publicly known method. I want full transparency. I don't want anyone trying to suspect me of shit that I'm not doing, because this all stems from the troll, who was not a real person who wanted to help me, but a troll who claimed they wanted to give me $9,000 to help, but they wanted to remain private no matter what. They didn't want their information to get out, but they would be willing to get a shout out or whatever, and if I wanted to let people know, so what should we do? And I went back to them and very honestly said, really the best way to protect your identity, if that was the case, if you 100% wanted no chance, would be to just not let anyone know and keep it private. And that troll then put it out on the internet like Phil's trying to hide contributions and hide it from his fans and make tons of money behind the scenes. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. Seriously. Because the only people who would see that situation and read it as that or understand it as that is someone who is actually a negative piece of shit who hates me and doesn't want to believe that I actually need help. You think that I'm trying to scam everyone and I'm being dishonest? Then fuck you. You're not going to be a fan of mine. You don't belong on my streams. You go fuck yourself. Because there's no point in me trying to win over those people. If you're that stupid and you hate me that much, there's nothing I could do to win you over. So just go fuck yourself and go away and let all of us be positive here together and not have to deal with your stupid shit, okay? But if you actually do want to contribute, it must be through a positive method, a public method, all right? So cheering, subbing, tipping, or pledging to my Patreon, those are the four... can't even count anymore. 4 big ways you can contribute. You must do it through that method. Much like Emerald 7 did all those gifting of subs. That was great. Same deal. Okay? All right. Lunatic Fringe tipped me $1. He says, you got maybe a tip for someone who don't like being alone and feels lonely a lot. It's the holidays. I'm single and lonely. I don't like it. Last year I was drinking and tipsy. I don't know what to do this time. It sucks. I used to be the same deal, dude. Right? I did. I used to be the same deal where I was depressed, I was lonely, I felt like my life was never going to get better, I felt like my life was meaningless. And this is truth, me coming from a place where I was very depressed and I hated my life. And you know what? There were times when I felt so sad and deep down that I thought that I might even do something that I would have regretted, and it would have hurt a lot of people. You know what I'm talking about. Thank God I didn't. Because in the last 10 years of my life, that I became a content creator and all the things I did on the internet, that people have now overwhelmingly come out and told me, Phil, thank God for you. Thank you for motivation. Thank you for the entertainment. Thank you for just the moment of positivity in my life that you gave me. All those people that I've helped that I wouldn't have helped if I wasn't here anymore. You know what I mean? What you got to do is focus on the positives in your life. Are you a gamer? Find games that you like to play and do that. Turn that into a hobby. You have to occupy yourself with stuff that's going to keep your mind from having those negative, disgusting thoughts, because the more you have them, the more they're going to take you over. Like I mentioned earlier on this podcast, if you find that certain things make you feel worse, like drinking, don't do it. You know, you got to do things that are going to make you feel positive. Maybe go work out at the gym. Maybe find a different kind of hobby. Drive. Do something that's going to occupy you, that you're not going to be focused on being alone and negative. You have to, because you can't let yourself be overcome with this sadness and depression that's going to make you think stupid shit, okay? It's not. There's no one's life on this planet Earth that's not worth living. That's the truth. That everyone has the ability to have an amazing, beautiful life. The problem is there's just some people that don't have the support they need and don't have the means to do it by themselves. And if people would just reach out and help those fucking people, the world would be such a better place, you know? All right, a lot of shout outs here. Hold on. Boing Boom Chop cheered and says, you bought in weed since it's legal there. No. Ren Jesse James resub for the 18th month in a row. He says, if you find yourself able to get a cat soon, hit me up. One dropped its babies in my dad's garage while he's willing to feed them. He wants them gone. I already said it's not going to be anytime soon. Take a glow cheer. He says, go back and play one of the still popular competitive shooters like Rainbow Six Siege or Overwatch, or maybe Paladins. Ron Paul tipped me $1.50 and asked me about another one of these videos about me and my career. No, I didn't see it. I don't watch that stuff. I create my own content, and that's all I focus on. I don't watch any other YouTuber. I don't watch any drama queen talking about me. I don't watch anyone trying to make a buck off of me or make a living off of what I do. I just focus on my own shit. Of course, through the grapevine, I hear tons about that stuff, but I don't know anything personally about it. So thanks for the tip, but I'm not addressing any of that stuff. No, Android, I never heard anything from Emerald 7. He was just a good Samaritan. He came by, wanted to help, dropped a bomb of subs. Awesome. Moved on. That's what I wish Tutankhamun would have been. Because if that was Tutankhamun, come by, help, see you later. This negativity and this basically the dip that I saw in October and November on Twitch wouldn't have happened. The problem was Tutankhamun made the streams feel worse because he made the streams that he was on about him. And therefore, then it proved that he all the time wasn't trying to be supportive, was trying to actually be a negative guy when he eventually turned on me. While Emerald 7 was the complete polar opposite. He did everything right and is really positive experience. So, AGOFF1, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the sub. And Battle Duck tipped me another $1. Says, if you had a possibility to produce your own game, what would it be? A fighter, RPG, FPS, side-scroller? I have no idea. I always said years ago that if I were to do a game, the ultimate game I would do would be a mashup of first-person shooters, but it would actually have all the licensed characters. So Master Chief would be in this game, but so would Duke Nukem, so would the Doom Marine, you know, so would Soap McTavish, so would a guy who pilots a mech from Mech Warrior, and you'd have all these iconic characters from first-person shooter-style games over the years in one game, and you could choose how you want to play the game based on who you pick. So, like, you know, if you pick Soap McTavish, you got to be more tactical and use your loadouts or whatever. While if you're just fucking Duke Nukem, you're just using zany, cartoonish weapons to blow everything to smithereens. And maybe maybe there's a campaign where each character has their own unique stages, and you could switch between characters in certain situations. But then it would have a really unique multiplayer mode where you could use these characters in different things. Like, I think that would be amazing, but I don't think that would ever happen. Because the licensing would be such an insane endeavor to do it, to get all those. Imagine that. Imagine getting all of those fucking characters together in one game, the money it would cost. See? So even though it might be like the coolest fucking FPS ever made, it probably would never get made. I Talk Fortnite tipped me $1 and says, I would recommend you go back to Overwatch and Fortnite. Overwatch has new characters you haven't tried, and Fortnite has tons of limited time modes. I have no desire to go back to Overwatch. I haven't played it for 2 years. There's no way I'd be able to get back into it at this point. Fortnite, I don't like. I don't care how many modes are in it. I don't like the game. So it doesn't matter how much they've improved it or what modes are in it. If I don't like the core gameplay, I'm not going to like the game. So I'm not going to go back and torture myself. Much like when I just played Street Fighter V during that holiday marathon, I realized I'm never going to like this game. So why torture myself with it anymore? I'll play Smash Brothers and have fun. Dude Frozen Cheer, he says, when do you think you'll be doing the year-end series? And will it be a live stream or making edited videos? I've already said I'm not doing edited videos anymore. Okay? I'm not. It'll be a stream. When am I doing it? I don't know yet. What I want to do is get back into full-time streaming this week. Make myself healthy again. Then when I'm healthy enough to do it, maybe it'll be the next week of January. Maybe it'll be the middle of January. I'm going to do it, but let's wait till I'm ready to do it. Let's not jump the gun and say, oh, I'm doing it tomorrow, and then I feel terrible because I can't, let's just play it by ear and relax, okay? Android cheered. He says, the guy before cheering about weed reminded me of a live Q&A you did where you got annoyed because someone asked you if you could buy legal weed in Washington. You seem to dislike it. Have you had bad experiences with it? It's not even that. It's just it's not a big deal. Like, people who act big, like weed is such a big deal, are basically people who are like kids. Oh, weed is a big deal because it's taboo. And you can't get it legally in a lot of places. So it's cool to be the hipster rebel who smokes weed, right? Like, it's not a big fucking deal. I've done it, and it didn't really get me any kind of amazing feeling where I would want to keep doing it. And quite frankly, I hate the feeling of smoke in my lungs. I have weak lungs. I've had them my whole life. And I wouldn't want to put smoke in my lungs to begin with. It really is this kind of stupid mentality that, oh, weed is so cool, man. It's almost like a peer pressure kind of deal because it's taboo, that it's the cool thing to do. In reality, it's not a big deal. It's just as taboo as having a beer. It's not. It's not at all. Out here, it's not taboo at all. It's legal to do it. So it's not a big deal. Fall of Adam cheers. Phil, can you do this? I have no idea what you're even talking about. All right. Well, I think things have died down. I think, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to end the podcast. This podcast has been, no lie, about 4.5 hours long. Pretty long. One of the longest ones I've ever done. So what I will do is say thank you to everyone who contributed today. Obviously, to everyone who cheered, subbed, and tipped. With Mark Murphy had the top cheer and Murdoch with that top tip. But everyone who contributed, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the New Year's Eve podcast. Happy New Year, everyone. Let's hope for a really positive and great 2019. I'm certainly looking forward to it. And I hope you, whether you watch live on stream or you watch this on demand on YouTube, I certainly hope that you like the show. Okay? That is it, everyone. Have a good evening. And I will see you right around the corner for, I just got another $1 tip, but it didn't pop up. It popped up over here, but not here. What the fuck? Because I wanted to give a shout out for the final tip, and it showed up on my PC over here, but not on my laptop. How does that even make sense? It doesn't. Let me try refreshing. All right. So Lunatic Fringe did a final $1 tip. He says, thanks for the inspirational message. I needed it. My love relationship life has been crap for 2 years. New year, I'm going to try and change it and focus more on me. By the way, watching you also helps me cheer up. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. When you're down in the dumps like that, you got to do stuff that you know you like to do and focus on you and cheer yourself up, because those thoughts are dumb as fuck. Stupid ass thoughts about, I hate my life, I don't want to do this. It's not worth it. Ultimately, everyone's life is always going to get better at some point. If I had just given up when I was in my, mid to late 20s and I hated my office job and I was before YouTube, if I'd given up, look at all the shit in my life I would have missed out on. The amazing, beautiful things I've done, the people I've met, the amazing, robust life I've had, the beautiful woman I'm with, and I love, and, all the stuff I would have missed out on for what? Because I was impatient, because, I let this fucking stupid feeling get to me that I know is an irrational thought, but yet it could still take you over, right? I know, because I've been there. So, hang in there, bro. All right, guys. That is it. Thank you guys very much for all of your support, and Happy New Year. Peace out, everyone. Thanks for watching the podcast. Oops, I'm pretty sure that was not the summer special with the best and worst of E3. Sorry about that. Misclick. All right. Happy New Year, everybody.